Hello boys and girls, Busternaut here, and welcome back to another Armored Aces tank review. Today we are looking at the Tier 8 German experimental tank, the MAUS. So first of all, let's take a quick look at the model of this vehicle, and then we are going to compare the stats and see what's good and what's bad about it. So this tank is simply huge. You cannot see that by looking at the model in the garage, but once you get in the battle and compare it to an IS-2 for example, you will see how big this tank really is. Now once again, they've done a great job with the model. It even has a camouflage pattern, so that's good. Now let's check out the stats of this machine. First of all, the firepower. It deals 335 damage per shot when fully upgraded. Note that those are the fully upgraded stats, and this is very good damage per shot. Now the vehicle has 1190 hit points, which is 200 more than the Tier 7 World War II tanks, like for the Tiger II for example. It fires 10 rounds per minute, which is not that awesome, but the damage per shot compensates for it, and that's the drawback: 17 kilometers per hour only. This tank is very slow indeed. The view range when fully upgraded is 330 meters. Now, because of the awful speed of this tank, I recommend using fuel level 3, which gives you plus 20% vehicle speed. And if you really want to maximize your hit points, you can use the extra armored plating as well, because this tank has a lot of hit points really compared to the Tier 7s. Now the good things about this tank are obviously the hit points and the damage per shot, and the bad things are the giant size of this tank. It's very easy and convenient target for your enemies, because you're just so big you cannot hide anywhere. And the other bad thing about this tank is the speed. You cannot run away if you find yourself outnumbered. Those things are compensated by the armor of this vehicle, but since we don't have armor in this game, well, if you get outnumbered, you're just dead. So enough talking, let's see how this tank performs in some gameplay. First game, we're playing on the desert map, and now you can see how big this vehicle is. Look at the Pershing in front of me. I mean, the Pershing looks so small compared to the MAUS. It's just ridiculous how big this tank is. And that's the bad side of this vehicle, because since we don't have armor values, you cannot rely on your armor to bounce shots unless you angle your sight very steeply, and the enemy is foolish enough to shoot there. But you cannot reliably trust on your armor, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you get caught in the open by multiple enemies, your giant size makes it really hard to avoid their fire, and you can't run away because of your slow top speed. And as you can see, with the fuel upgrade, this tank does 23 kilometers per hour. It is not that good, but it is definitely better than 17, I'll tell you that much. Now, first enemy spotted this IS-2, and he manages to shoot me because of my giant size, and I didn't manage to return fire. Now there's the enemy MAUS, showing his side armor, easy shot, and I bounce the IS-2, But this was more or less lucky bounce. I hit the mouse once again and now I pull back, because the enemies are starting to multiply in front of me. And as I mentioned, when you get outnumbered... Sorry, that's not an IS-2, that's a Tiger 2, and now he took a giant damage roll. I don't know where I hit him in the turret. Probably I hit the commander's cupola and it counts as a weak spot, I don't know. But I did 100% of my damage per shot on this Tiger 2. So I probably hit him there in the commander's cupola. I didn't know that it counts as a weak spot, but I guess now I know. Now I had enough of staying back, and this is pretty annoying when this happens, because you cannot outtrade your enemies with the mouse when they are 2-on-1, because your rate of fire is not perfect and you're so hard to miss. Now I'm concentrating on the enemy mouse because he has less hit points, and I am at the lower plate because I know that I can do a little bit more damage when I hit him there. I've tried that some times when I play the mouse. Now the Tiger 2 bounces off my rear. I don't even know how he did bounce, but I guess that's good for me. And now that's close. He can kill me, and he should have killed me, but he fires at my very good angled front because he thought I'm going to go forwards, and he bounced. And it's looking good at this point because we are 4-on-2. But don't trust numbers, never. I mean, you'll see what happens here. Now that's the enemy mouse. He has 900 hit points, which is pretty bad. He has almost his full health, and I'm one-shot kill. And the friendly mouse has only 300 hit points, so he's not better than me either. He took one shot, and I managed to plant one in the enemy mouse, but I'm getting very unfortunate here. Watch this. I hit him, but I didn't do any damage, so I guess this one bounced. And now I believe I'll hit him once again. There we go, this time I did some damage to him. But I'm a one-shot kill. I bounce one shot off my side, I put one in the enemy mouse, and they finish me off. And guess what? The last remaining teammate is AFK. So never trust numbers. If he wasn't AFK, we would have won, but hey. 2400 damage and 2 kills. Average result. Next game. We are playing on this green map, which I still don't know how to call it anyways. This village or whatever. Now, I go towards the center. Usually I go towards the hill, but this tank is not good when it's in the open, because if I go to the hill, the enemies will see me. I cannot hide myself because this tank is so huge, and all of the enemies will be able to shoot at me, and I don't want this to happen. So I'm going to go in the village and hopefully use some of the houses as cover. Let's see what happens then. The hit points of this vehicle really will really help you. It has 1428 hit points if you use the armor plating level 3. And we spot an enemy mouse. I put one in his flank. He doesn't return fire. And I have another shot at him, so I take it. He's aiming at my teammates. I'm getting shot at the flank, but I don't care. I'm focusing one enemy at a time. And I bounced this one because I fired at the angled front of the enemy mouse, and that's who was shooting at me. An enemy mouse and enemy panther. It always hurts when you have to shoot a panther. My first favorite tank, I still remember it. I haven't played the panther a lot since, I don't know, I haven't played the Panther for a lot of time. Now the enemy mouse is just an easy kill, because he had so small amount of hit points and that hurt. 400 damage roll, poor Panther. Sorry mate, but unfortunately you are at the wrong place on the wrong time. There's the enemy KV5. I managed to put one shot in him, and since he's showing his rear, put another one in him. He leaves on 50 hit points. It's a bit unfortunate, but I take him out anyways. One last enemy remains, and that's the speed of the mouse here. And I don't know why they made it so when you hit a tree it slows you down that much. I mean, the mouse weighs 180 tons, what's one tree for it? Nothing. I mean, they really should make it that, so the heavier tanks don't suffer that much when they put down trees. But it's anyways. Now that's the last remaining enemy. If I was in a T62, let's say, I would have gotten that enemy by now. But I guess it's not fair to compare the modern tanks to the World War II tanks. But really, it's not that bad when you have the fuel. But if you don't have the fuel, it's pretty painfully slow tank. I should have gotten the kill there. I didn't aim the shot very well, was impatient, and once again 2400 damage and 3 kills. A bit better than last time. And now we are on to the final game for this video. We are playing on the desert map once again. And look at this. The IS-2 just looks like a baby tank compared to this one. Just hilarious. I was staring in disbelief. Up to this point I didn't realize that the mouse was so giant tank. Such a giant tank. Anyways, shut up. Now I managed to hit this post there, because why not? And really the accuracy on the move on the mouse is pretty good, as you could see there. I wanted to test that out, so that's why I aimed at the post and tried to shoot it down. And right here we spot the enemy mouse. Is that the mouse? I don't know if that's a mouse. Oh well, I guess we'll understand pretty soon. And once again, an enemy Panther. What's up with those annoying little buggers? I aim at him. He uses a pretty successful peekaboo tactic against me. When I fire, he pokes, he takes a shot at me, and then he runs away. So annoying, but well played to this Panther. Whoever you are, GG if you're watching this video. Now, it won't work this time because I'm aiming at him, and I put giant round in him, 350 damage, almost half of his hit points. And now I'm being attacked by this KV5. And I press against him because otherwise the Tiger 2 will shoot me as well. And good that I have my teammate to help me. So the KV5 pulls back, and I put one last round into him. Now I see that mouse in my flank, and I think that he's a danger. But as I will understand later on, he's AFK. I didn't know that at this point. And so I wanted to kill him. I thought he was aiming at my teammate, and that's why he didn't pay any attention to me, so I wanted to kill him fast. But later on I understood that he was AFK. And there we go, the annoying Panther as well. As I fire in this enemy mouse, he pokes, takes a shot, and then rolls back in cover. well played. And at this point I knew that he was AFK, but nothing to shoot at. You know, only the mouse was an enemy that I could shoot at, and that was a very bad shot at the Panther. And at this point I wish we could do ramming damage, because I rammed this Panther pretty hard. And 180 tons tank, this Panther would be a pancake. Now I missed my shot, but it's anyways because I can get him as well. And I'm aiming at the weak spot of the KV-5 because I don't know if that counts as a weak spot actually in this game, but it's anyways. We managed to pick up 3700 damage and 2 kills. That was pretty nice game, I should say. So yeah, this will be for this tank review. The MAUS, it's a really okay tank. It's not bad, it's not that good, but I guess you could play well in it. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the battlefield.